What's up everybody, we are back with another video, and today we're gonna go ahead and try something that either might be the best thing I'll ever try or something really stupid. Either way, it's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. So, a couple of videos ago, I got my koi that I rescued and it is absolutely massive. The ad online pretty much said it was about 14 inches as well as 2 tench, which is about 6 to 7 inches. So because the fish were on a pond, it's not easy to actually measure them accurately, and so it ended up being that the fish were a lot bigger. The tench were about a foot plus and the koi was about 20 inches, so they're significantly bigger than they were advertised to be, and so we don't actually have a lot of space in there, so we want to go ahead and make some room for them pretty much. So we are out in my garden. As you can see, we have pretty much marked out a square patch where we're gonna dig and try and make a pond. So it's 5 foot deep, 5 foot wide, 6 foot across. It's gonna be 4 feet deep, and then once we've kind of built the main pond, we'll try and move on and do the smaller pond, smaller addition, because it won't be as deep, because there are, I think, a dense network of roots that are just behind it. In fact, there might be a dense network of roots right underneath this, so we're gonna go ahead and actually see how far we can dig. So let's go get started. Yeah, this might be a bit difficult, so it might take a couple of days. It's really hot. I don't really do well with the heat, so it might take us a couple of days to actually get done. But hey ho, I mean, half the stuff isn't even here yet. We're waiting for the pond liner, which I've just ordered, the underlay, the filter. You know, there's so much other stuff that we need before we can actually set up the pond, but at least we might as well just make a start with the digging, because that might take a while anyways. So let me go ahead and try and see if I can dig, and if it's successful, I'll pick up the camera and kind of show you what I've done, because I don't really want to look like a fool. I mean, I already do, but yeah. Alright, so I'll catch you guys in a bit. What's up everybody, we are back and continuing on with the pond build. It is the 3rd day. I know I said I'd come back after a few hours, but I was so bushed after the first day, I was just like, I'm done. Day 2, we really didn't get much done. Honestly, I was having a bad day in terms of, like, I kept on digging, but it just didn't feel like anything was happening. And day 3, we finally got some stuff going on, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you what we've got going on so far. So as you can see, we've dug a fair bit. The deepest point, which is that middle bit right there, is about 2 feet, and then obviously it just kind of varies, it's sloped. We're going to try and make it 3 feet deep in total. I know I said 4 feet before, but that's just seeming like a bit too much of an impossible job. I mean, I literally dug for 4 hours today, and this is all I've gotten done. So here you can see is our kind of like perimeter lineup going all the way around. The other one, the string is just there. She's been cut up and buried under like all of that, which I've dug out of there. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow we'll get more done, because somebody is going to come and help us. But we shall see, because my feet are absolutely killing me. I was, yeah, like I said, out there for 4 hours today trying to dig that up. If anyone's thinking that digging a pond in the summer is a good idea, it's really not. The ground is dry. You can barely get like your shovel into the ground. It takes forever to dig stuff up. Do it pretty much after it's rained if you're gonna do it. There's not really much else to say. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow and give you another update. See you in a bit. Alright, it's pretty much end of day 3, and we've made a lot of progress so far. So let me go ahead and show you what has gone on here. So this is it. We decided to kind of round out the front part just to give it a bit more shape. And as you can see, it's pretty much 2-tiered. It's going to be completely dug out this bit as well, but the deepest part so far is 2 feet deep. And that, all of this, even all of this at the back, is from here. I don't actually know how well you're going to be able to see this. But yeah, it pretty much comes up to my knee, if not slightly above my knee, at the maximum depth. Pretty good. So hopefully this will get done within like the next 2-3 days, but we'll go ahead and find out. And here it is. It ended up being 6 feet wide, 6 feet across, and 3 feet deep. And that little bucket is pretty much where the pump is gonna go. It is a bit wet because it rained this morning, but let me go ahead and actually show you what 3 feet deep kind of looks like. So here I am, I'm kind of standing in the pond. As you can see, it pretty much comes up to the lower end of my hip. So I'm about like 5'9", 5'10"-ish, not the tallest person in the world, but yeah. This is pretty much what the pond is going to look like. So it's going to be roughly 3,000 liters, so 800 US gallons. The fish will have plenty of space to swim. We're going to go ahead and pretty much tidy up as much as we can. We're going to put like some nice rock features all around the sides. We've got like we have a Buddha head that used to go there. You might have seen it from the other clips. That's going to go back where it was. Put some nice substrate around at the bottom. But yeah, so pretty much, yeah, we're just going to wait and see if we can get that insulation before we put anything else into the pond. Otherwise, we're pretty much set to go. I've also got to acclimate the fish. They are pretty big, so I'm working on that as well. I'm going to go ahead. Once I've actually got the pond all set up and the filter hooked up, I'm going to start doing everything. You know, with me, I do live starts anyway, so it's pretty much going to be set this up, put the bacteria starter in there, and pretty much it'll be within the day I put the fish in, because there's only 3 of them. Fair enough, you know, they're not small, but at the same time there's only 3 of them. This is going to be a large volume of water, so that shouldn't get fouled up too quickly. Plus I'll be checking the water quality as the next few days go by, and there shouldn't really be anything. I don't actually have any established media to put in this, so it will pretty much be relying primarily on the filter as well as the starter, but it should be completely fine. I always check the ammonia and the nitrates. If not, well, the pond is right there anyways, the indoor pond. But yeah, that ended up being a longer explanation than it should have been, but this is pretty much it for now. So I'll pretty much update you as soon as we've got everything in and we're ready to put the fish in. Be gone, bee. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in a couple of days. What's up, everybody? We are back. It's been about 2 weeks since we dug that hole in the ground, and it's pretty much done. It's not 100% finished, but it's like 98% done. It's working. Everything is up and running. I'm not sure if you can hear the water flowing, but we finally finished the pond. Actually, saying that, we finished it 4 days ago, but then it was Father's Day, so I got a bit busy with that and wasn't able to make any videos. But here we are. We finished it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the semi-final finished product before we continue with rehoming our koi. So let's go and get ahead. So let's go on and start with that. that is right, we built a pond. And I can actually say we built a pond because it was literally me and my mom who built most of this. We got some help digging about half of the pond out, as well as getting some guys to come and help cement the waterfall in place. But otherwise, we pretty much did the rest of this ourselves. Oh, and they also helped to strengthen the bridge. The water is a bit mucky because we did forget to wash the rocks on the waterfall, and all the rubbish that kind of came with it just went into the bottom. So I'm gonna have to siphon out and try and like gravel vac the bottom of the pond, but the vacuum I've got doesn't work, and the other vacuum I've got is better for big debris, but it doesn't really get the small stuff. So I've ordered another one, which should be arriving either tonight or tomorrow, and I'll pretty much siphon this out. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and move the fish into their new home because they have been waiting for it for a very, very long time. So let's go ahead and check on how these guys are doing, and then pretty much just gonna cut to them being in their new home. So these guys are looking absolutely great. They're completely fine. They've been out here for nearly a week, even though it's supposed to be like an overnight thing to acclimatize to the temperature of the water. But yeah, they've been out here for a week and they're doing completely fine. They're pretty much temperature acclimated now. The water in here is exactly the same as the water in there, which is exactly the same as the water in there. The only difference is the temperature. I've also added in some of that bacteria starter, those little balls that I like to use. I put a whole bunch of those into the pond, and that's pretty much been cycling for the last 4 days, so it's pretty much safe to go ahead and add these guys in. There's only 3 of them, and it's a 3,000 litre system, so they shouldn't, where's this one gone, have too much of an issue. So what I'm going to do is, because I can't really film and scoop at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and just scoop them all out, and then I'm going to show you once they're already in. So bear with me. Okay, and they are more or less in. You can pretty much see the koi down at the bottom. They're pretty much going to swim at the bottom until they feel comfortable with the new surroundings. But as you can see, the koi does not look absolutely massive in its aquarium anymore. The tench, you're not going to be able to see that well. These rocks are meant to be white so that you can see the tench, but because of all the rubbish that came from the rocks, they are pretty much just clogged up. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and siphon all of this out, hopefully tomorrow morning, and I'll pretty much show you guys what it looks like in another video. Yeah, I really wish I could see the tench, but I can't see them myself. They're either under the waterfall or they're just hugging the line of this, the edge of the pond, because it's very easy for them to blend in. But the koi looks absolutely beautiful in here, and I absolutely love it. One of the tench is literally just there. It's just this dark little line, and it's, you can't really tell. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hope you guys are keeping safe. It's nice weather today, which is really nice because I could actually come out here and do what I wanted to do. And new stuff's going to be happening as we move forward. This was what we've been working on, the big project, the big plan, the big hakunas. And that's finally up and running. Like I said, it's not 100% complete yet. We do want to add a bit more to the rock feature and everything to make it look a bit better. But it's pretty much running, set up so the fish can be in here now. So pretty much keep an eye on them, monitor them, water changes, whatever I need to do, making sure that they're okay. But yeah, they're looking pretty good, so that's great. I hope you guys are keeping safe. Oh shit, I already said that. So anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.